Hi, I'm Nick Powell, City Hall Bureau Chief with City and State, standing in front of the stage where Mayor Bill de Blasio gave his inaugural address just moments ago. The speech was more or less what we expected. De Blasio doubled down on a lot of his campaign promises, including to expand paid sick leave legislation, modify stop and frisk, build more affordable housing, and most notably establish universal preschool for all New Yorkers.
So let me be clear. When I said I would take dead aim at the tale of two cities, I meant it. And we will do it.
On his universal preschool proposal, de Blasio did give some more details on his plan to raise taxes on the wealthiest New Yorkers to pay for the program. He tried to convey it in a populist type of message, saying that we don't want to punish success, but we want to create more success stories.
And when we say a little more, we can rightly emphasize the little. Those earning between $500,000 and $1 million a year, for instance, would see their taxes increase by an average of $973 a year. That's less than $3 a day, about the cost of a small soy latte at your local Starbucks.
It was an awkward moment for former Mayor Michael Bloomberg, who sat on the dais as the inauguration festivities went on today. He was not acknowledged until Mayor de Blasio asked the audience to recognize the work that he did, especially on the environment and public health, and the legacy that he leaves behind in those areas. That was in sharp contrast to public advocate Tish James, who took the stage before de Blasio and directly addressed the growing inequality gap that many progressives in New York City view as the biggest criticism of the Bloomberg era.
Even as the tide turns towards progress, we do not have the luxury to rest. You see, the growing gap between the haves and the have-nots undermines our city and tears at the fabric of our democracy. We live in a gilded age of inequality, where decrepit homeless shelters and housing developments stand in the neglected shadow of gleaming multi-million-dollar condos, where long-term residents are being priced out of their own neighborhoods by rising rents and stagnant incomes, where stop and frisk abuses and warrantless surveillance have been touted as success stories, as if crime can only be reduced by infringing on the civil liberties of people of color.
Based on the lofty rhetoric from Mayor de Blasio, Controller Scott Stringer, and public advocate Tish James, there is little doubt from those in attendance that the campaign promises of moving the city in a progressive direction will be fulfilled.